whole 10 minutes. Yeah, so I figured this one we'll get our homework in, so yeah. All right, so we go through and we're going to solve this guy, simplify it down. We're going to combine all of our A's together, all of our B's and C's together. And so we end up with 5KIA minus 1KIB minus 4KIC, and that is all equal to 25. Everybody good on that equation? Okay. So now we're going to switch over to equation B. So Kirchhoff's voltage loop for B. Start here. Go that direction. First thing we run into is R1. So we have 1KIB minus the 1KIA. Then we come around, we come to R2. So plus the 10KIB. And then after that, we run into R3. So plus 1KIB minus 1KIC. And then all that is equal to 0. Any issues with that? Okay. Now again, we're going to combine our A's, our B's, and our C values. And we'll have minus 1KIA plus 12KIB and minus 1KIC, all equal to 0. There's our third equation. Our second equation. Gosh, dang it. I am struggling today. Any questions about that? Okay, next one we're going to look at is loop C. So first thing we have is plus 4KIC minus 4KIA. We come around, we run into R3. So plus 1KIC minus 1KIB. Then we come back around, we hit R4 plus 5.5KIC equals 0. Questions with that? We group everything together. We got our A's, we got the C's, our B's, and another C. We end up with a negative 4KIA, negative 1KIB. Square that guy and that guy. We take 5.5, 1, and 4. That gives us 10.5KIC equal to 0. Now we have our third equation for realsies. Now we're going to combine these guys together to get two equations. We're going to cancel out one of our terms. The way I did, I'm going to combine 1 and 3 together. Or sorry, 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. Doesn't matter which ones you pick. You just want to make sure they're different, and we incorporate all the different possible combinations, or at least, or not all the equations. So combining these together, we have 5KIA minus 1KIB minus 4KIC, and that is equal to 25. Second one we have is negative 1KIA plus 12KIB minus 1KIC is equal to 0. We want to set this up to where we have one variable that is eliminated. I'm just going to do A, make it easy on this one. We're going to multiply our second equation by 5, because we'll have positive 5K and negative 5K. We won't have to do anything else. So this becomes negative 5K IA. This becomes 60K IB. This becomes negative 5K IC, still equal to 0. So this equation we've now gone away from and we've changed. The IA is going to drop out. We're left with 59K IB minus 9K IC is equal to 25. That is going to be equation number 4. Any issues with those? Good? Then we're going to go equation 1 and 3. So again, we have 5K IA minus 1K IB minus 4K IC is equal to 25. We have negative 4K IA minus 1K IB and a plus 10.5K IC equal to 0. Now in this one, since we already got rid of our IAs, we have to eliminate the IAs on this side. And this one, we don't have any other choice but to brute force it. So we multiply the top by 5, or by 4, and the bottom by 5. So that way these will both equal the same. So we end up with 20K IA minus, 4K IB minus 16K IC is equal to 100. The bottom equation becomes negative 20K IA minus 5K IB plus 52.5K IC, again equal to 0. Now we combine these guys together, the IAs are going to drop off. We have negative 9K IB and a plus 36.5K IC is equal to 100. That gives us equation number 5. And we are officially out of time. So we'll pick up here. Finish your problem at home if you can. If you need help, we'll come here and then we'll finish up the rest tomorrow. I left you hanging. I got to build up a little bit to keep you guys interested in coming back.
There's an attendance policy. I have to come back.
Yep, I see what I did there on B's. Yeah, I just got these two numbers. See, I hadn't figured out because I went through and I realized I did something stupid on my B and I got a different value.
So
Ballpark.
Because Fallon and I are really close. We're like a couple of milli away from each other. So
Yeah. So I did mine, and then I was running through. Goodbye. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And I ended up with like 26 volts across one loop instead of 25.
I didn't quite get that far. I was trying to do it lean so that I had some nice notes.
Well, that's why you saw me, and I ended up redoing mine, but I was already on my second page because I was writing big.
Yeah.
Yep. So I did get that value for IC, and I did get that value for IB. I just have to get to my IA current again because I botched that.
No worries.
Simon, is this making sense? So
what I'm confused is like, like on the answer said R1, R2 and stuff like that. Like, yeah, those situations like here. So all those the work we did just go like each individually. We solved those.
Yep, that's what we're solving for. Right now we're solving for IA, IB, and IC.
Okay.
And then once we get that,
R's,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All we're doing is just these loops
Okay, perfect.
to start with.
A and B and C, which is yeah, I think I'm getting it.
Okay.
I'm caught up with all my stuff. I just gotta finish lab 6 today, so.
Okay.
I mean lab 5. So all I have left is lab 6 and.
Good.
Caught up with.
Good. I'm glad. I was worried that you'd be struggling to catch back up, but you've jumped on it hard. So, yep, you're welcome.